Everybody jam, go. Hi, I'm Billy Blanks coming to you. Hi, I'm Billy Blanks. Hi, I'm Billy Blanks.
Here, Fooyah Magazine with Grandmaster Billy Blanks, who had inspired me so much as a kid coming up on the tournament circuit, inspired me when I was going through the struggle, and inspiring the world. We're here with him today. I mean, everybody know him for being the king of the fitness craze, a Tabo for Master Billy. I mean, he's one of the humblest martial artists I have ever met in my life, and one of the most technical martial artists that has ever been around in the sports karate era. Master Blanks, I know a lot of people, you know, they see what you do on TV, they know how you inspire with the fitness and so forth, but what really made you be such a great inspiration for so many other people? What was the cause and the meaning behind why you do what you do?
Well, I think one of the most important things that really helped me become good in martial arts was I had a learning disorder, you know, and I didn't know what it was until I was 35 years old. Finally, 35 years old, I had dyslexia. And having dyslexia and being shy at the same time, you know, gave me a hard time in school. You know, I mean, I didn't do well in school. You know, I have 10 brothers and 5 sisters. So, you know, to be able to learn and wanting to be able to be as good as my brothers were in basketball, I was like the only one out of the boys that couldn't play sports. I was too uncoordinated. One, because I was shy. Two, I learned this sort of hard for me to follow, directions. So what I did was I got involved with a martial arts program. When I got involved in that martial arts program, it opened up my eyes, and it gave me a chance to see out of my own eyes that I could be successful. I didn't need anybody else to tell me. I saw that I could be successful. And I truly believe if a child gets a chance to see how much authority and power they have inside themselves, the next thing you know, that they'll start changing their life. And that's what happened to me. Who would ever think that I would create a word that's in the dictionary right now? Because, you know, grew up in school, I couldn't even read. And if you told me to get up and read a book 20 years ago, I would tell you, no, I'm 57 years old.
Yes, sir.
We're talking about 20 years ago. You'd tell me to get up and read a book. No, I would never do that. Why? Because I had a confidence. So, you know, I started studying, started really working my martial arts, and taking my martial arts and really letting it teach me how to become a better person inwardly. And then all of a sudden, things change. And, you know, I think one of the most important things, you know, I love God. And having Jesus Christ in my life really helped me out a lot too.
So in the training, you went through adversity on the dojo floor. You've been through sparring where you probably got knocked around. What was it that made you keep coming back? I mean, when so many people today, they go and they quit, but you didn't quit.
You know, it wasn't about the punch and the kick, but what made me really come back to martial arts is the theory behind the mind and the body. Really taking the mind to control the body. You know, once I started learning, it's not about me beating up somebody, it's not about me getting in street fights, it's about me more learning about what Billy Blanks could do. Can I do this? Can I take the ghetto out of Billy Blanks and put him in real life?
Yes, sir.
And make him be able to be successful, not just in fighting, but in every part of my life.
Right,
you know? So
right.
that's what made me want to work.
So that key right there, when we got every kid wanting to be hood, they want to be swag, they want to represent that gangster lifestyle. What would you say to a kid right now to think that, hold up, man, I gotta join that gang. I gotta be hard. I gotta go to jail to prove that I'm a man. What would you say to them right now to make them believe that they can do what you have done?
Well, I say if you look at yourself and look at me, you ask yourself, what's the difference between me and you? There's no difference between me and you. The only difference is how we use our will and how we use our mind. If you look at 50 Cent, you look at a lot of the top rappers, they're gangsters. But when you look at him as a businessman, they put that gangster to the side because the gangster cannot go into a business room and do what he needs to do to become a better person in life. So you just got to be able to say, you know what, if I want to rap about what went on in my life, you can do that. But also remember, in order for you to be the best you can be, take what you learned in the streets and make you become a better person, because you can do that. You don't have to take less. Look, I always tell people this, I don't have to be the ghetto, but I can if I want to. But my thing is I want to be able to take what I've learned from the streets and bring it into a life where I can help my kids, make my kids have a better life, make me have a better life, and then make my mom. See, I always had a dream of life, you know, to one day to be able to take care of my mom and dad. But you know what? I lost my mom and dad before I even got to be where I am. And it was only because I was foolish. You know, I thought being tough, and because I was in a gang, you know, I mean, and so I thought, you know, doing all that kind of stuff was better than me taking my discipline and make myself become a better person. And I didn't get that chance. You know, I'm telling you guys out there, if if you have a chance to help your parents and become a better person in life, don't quit, don't give up. Fight the good fight. You can do it. Everybody you see on TV, they're human beings. They're men, they're women. They're just like you. The only difference is they take their mind and will and they challenge themselves and they become whoever they want to be in life. So you can become whoever you want to be in life. Just take your mind and will and put it in control and take control of your life. Watch and see what happens.
And in closing, everybody, Fooyah Magazine, the great Master Billy Blanks, and I want to thank him, you know, because when I was locked up, man, and I wanted to destroy my life, there was one story I heard, and people, and as a kid coming up on the circuit and just seeing you cartwheel kick people, and I was that little kid, just being honored to be around you. And then to know that I went through the pits of hell, and people told me how you would train them and how you would push them, and you said you would train like a maniac, so when you go out there in the tournament, you wouldn't have any problems. And I never told you, but that's what inspired me. It was before the Tabo, it was the martial artists, and I'm so honored, because like you said, look at this. I mean, I get a second chance to be here, and I swear to God, from the bottom of my heart, I love you so much.
Same here, man. I mean, I watch you on TV. Like I said, I told you just a couple seconds ago, I saw you on TV, and I seen you inspire your son to be able to become a better martial artist. Not just become a better martial artist, you telling them to become a better martial artist in life. Become a martial of yourself. And you telling these guys, whoever listening in today, what he's telling you to do is become a martial of yourself. Don't let no police take your life. Don't let junk take you away from the dreams and the goals that you have in your life. Do what he's telling you to do, because look at what he's doing now. I mean, maybe that one word that I said that might have helped change him, but look, it's changing him for the better to make him become the best that he can be. So listen, don't serve the worst, serve the best. And you have the best inside of you. Take it and put it to use. Keep it up, man. Keep up the good work.
Oh, man, thank you. Thank you so much. And you know,
I know.
This
We came from the same place.
Yes, sir.